noobs, new booties, filthy ass casuals. The time now is for you to rejoice, cause gaming is yours. Ooh, gaming companies, man, they love the noobs and the noob money, man. Today we're going to talk about skill gaps in gaming and how we might as well just forget about having skill gaps because it don't make enough pesos, ese. Let's get into it.
I know you're somewhere, somewhere. I'm trapped in
YouTube. Litintelligence here with another video. Thank y'all for joining me today. Today's video, we are going to talk about skill gaps. Everybody's talking about them, man. From 2K to Call of Duty to Fortnite. Every single game is having their skill gaps destroyed. And we all should know why. We should literally stop asking for them. And I'm going to tell you why we should stop asking for it. Because nobody cares. Nobody cares about the professionals. We're going to jump right into it with an explanation of what the skill gap is. You know, for those people who, look at Boom Gang as a role model, who might be a little slower, I'm going to tell y'all what the skill gap is. The skills gap is the difference and the separation between good players and bad players, okay? The more skillful you are at a game, the larger the gap between you and somebody who maybe just started playing the game, right? That's just a brief explanation of what the skills gap is. So let's talk about why the skills gap is being taken out of all of our favorite games. Now, percentage-wise, there are a lot more not so good to average players than there are of pro players, or else everybody would be a ninja or whoever the hell, you know what I'm saying? So the percentage is way higher. So with that percentage being higher, the skill gap in games is being taken away to compensate for that and to basically cater to the noobs or the beginners or the casuals, as they would like to be called. Because if noobs get their assholes destroyed too many times, like your girl after a few shots of that Hennessy, then they'll stop playing, and more importantly, they'll stop convincing their equally garbage ass friends to stop, to play the game too and to buy the games too. And if the game becomes like a 1%er type of thing where the game only caters to the people who are really good, that means it's going to be a completely smaller, lower player count, which to the companies that make the video games, that means less BMWs and more Honda Accords. And they're not having that. They've got to get their money. You know what I'm saying? As the player base grows, it just seems like game makers are constantly trying to hurt the people who take the time to learn the game. Fortnite is doing it now, and a lot of people in the Fortnite community, like the Myths and the Ninjas, they're not going to be too harsh on the company because they sponsored by the company. They don't want to lose their sponsorship. They don't want to lose that money. But from my standpoint, I think it hurts. If I take the time to learn how to build in Fortnite, I shouldn't be punished for that. If I play 2K and I take the time to master my jump shot, I went in the jump shot creator, I sat there for hours, got the perfect arc, the perfect release, the perfect base. My jumper should not be strictly solely based on percentages, like it's a 30-40% chance my shot is gonna go in. I know my jumper, goddammit. I practice it. I deserve to hit the shots if I time it right. In Call of Duty, the way the skill gap is destroyed is with the maps. If you play Call of Duty World War II, then it is a cluster. The maps are crazy. There's multiple entrances, multiple exits, multiple ways to be attacked, to get blindsided, and that is so that people who are skilled can get destroyed more easily by people who are not so skilled, because there's just more opportunities for them to get killed. They can't, there's still flank routes and routes to take, but it's more open. It's more chaotic. You know what I'm saying? It drastically lowers the percentages. Like the Call of Duties that had good maps and good map flow, there was ways to control the map. You can't control the map if it's like 96 entrances to one place. That is what destroys the skill gap. With Fortnite, the skill gap was destroyed First, with the Bloom. Bloom sucks. To me, Bloom worked in Halo because Halo was a slower paced game. You know, you can shoot slower. Boom, 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 boom. That was the sound of the DMR of you getting them headshots, timing them headshots perfectly. In the Bloom, you understood the Bloom. But the mechanic for Bloom in Fortnite seems completely off. It's like my shot can go, I'm pointing directly at you. My little dot is pointed at your head. It's right on your head, right between the eyeballs. And my shot can go anywhere. Like, where the fuck else is it going? I don't understand that. That, to me, that's trash, man. Like, I get it. The people that you cater to that are new, they spend the most money. They tell the most people, like, there's way more of them, just to say it simply. And, you know, that's hurting gaming. That's killing gaming. They are strictly catering to the noobs. What about the pros, though? What about the dedicated people? I'll tell you what happened to the dedicated people. We get lower KDs. We win less games. We more subject to BS because we take the time to learn the mechanics of the game, get good at the game, and then, you know, it's like we get slapped in the face for it, for putting the work in. Come on, man. Anything else, the more you put the work in, if you in real life, if you work on your jumper in basketball, if you know what I'm saying, you play chess and you get better at chess, the less likely it is that somebody who just learned how the pieces move on the chessboard is going to beat your ass. It's not going to happen. You're going to stomp them. You're going to put Timberland in their assholes. But for some reason, gaming sees fit, and gaming is so focused on just making money for the investors, or for whatever reasons that they call themselves doing what they do in the games, destroying it. To me, that, man, it's just sad, man. It's really, really sad, man. I mean, man, can we cater to both demographics at least? I mean, it just seems as if the pros or the skilled players just do not matter. Like, now the pros matter as far as like the pro circuits, the MLGs, and the tournament players. Like, they matter to a certain degree. But what I'm talking about, the regular people in the community that are more skilled. Can we get something to cater to us? Can we get different game modes or something? Like, I just don't understand why you only cater to one demographic. I mean, you take our money too. You take the skilled players' money too. Why are you only giving love to the new booties? Like, man, show us some love too, man. Like, for 2K, literally, you should not, if you a skilled player like myself, who have been playing 2K for years, like I've been playing 2K for years, I know damn near every animation in NBA 2K. It's not too much, but this year in particular, there are a lot of canned animations that you have no control over, like losing the ball, stumbling, walk up, size ups that you can't control, that just throw needless randomness into the game. And the whole purpose of them doing that is so that people who are unskilled can get them lucky animations to help them win. Like, why they get their hand held? Like a baby crossing the street, why do they get their hands held? Like, show some love, or not separate the community to where like nobody want to play, but give people different game modes. Who are, if they're less skilled, let them have somewhere where they can improve their skill. Make it KD based if it's some kind of shooting game or something. If you got a certain amount of wins or you got a certain KD, you can't enter them lobbies and just abuse them noobs. Let the noobs have their playground and let the skilled people have their playground, and then you can meet in the middle. You can have just common area game modes where everybody can go in willy-nilly, where you don't care about none of the stuff, like how Fortnite was when we first started playing. Like, there was no, it didn't seem as if the care for the skill gap was that high. But to monetize and to get more money now, to squeeze every little last penny out of the game before all of these other games come out and the wave of Fortnite dies down a little bit, they are really trying to squeeze every single last coin out of Fortnite. And you know, pissing off the community of the people that are good at the same time. That's not fair, man. Come on. Show some love. You gotta show love to everybody. Just like a dude, if you got multiple chicks, man, you got to show all of them some love. You can't just treat one good, treat the other one like doo-doo. You gotta show everybody some love, or you gonna lose people. You're gonna lose a fan base. Like, it's people with Skull Troopers and OG skins who was there the whole time since the game started, and you pissing them off. You closing the skill gap. You nerfing building after people learn how to build whole project buildings in 2 seconds, and now you want to nerf materials and nerf, you know, people was already pissed off when you threw porta forts in there. They basically thought that was a cop out for people that didn't know how to build, and now you just catering to them more and more. What, you trying to turn the game into Call of Duty where it's not going to be no building? Building is what made Fortnite great. To me, my inspiration came from wanting to learn how to build, because I seen that building was the difference between being a scrub, a bumski, and being a good player. So I wanted to learn how to build, and now you're taking that all away. That is not fair. I'm dying inside because of this. Stop it. Skills gaps in games are there for a reason. Some people are better than others, period. Accept it. Work around it. Don't play sides. Nobody likes anything when you cater to one person more than the other. That's just like if you a parent, your parents treat your younger brother or sister better than they treat you. You gonna feel some type of way. You gonna feel some type of way about that. You gonna be like, Mom, why they always get something new? You don't never buy me nothing. You don't never do nothing for me. Show me some love. I'm your child too. We your fans too. The good people deserve to be treated fairly also, man. Stand up. So how do y'all guys feel, man? Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think that game companies can do to make it more fair for everybody? Let me know in the comment section some of your ideas, man. Me personally, I just feel like it's getting out of control now, man. It's to the point where the people that are skilled need to just forget about skill gaps. Find other hobbies, because gaming is completely being taken over. And it's being taken over by greed, basically, because the whole motivation to closing the skill gap is strictly greed, strictly monetization. We see it in every single game, man. Like, message to the game makers, man. You have more than one fan base. Cater to the whole fan base, not just a one percentage. Don't piss people off like this, man. It didn't always have to be like this. It wasn't always like this. Games used to be fun for everybody. People accepted their roles in the game. You accepted the role. If you was trash, then you got better. Don't punish us for being good, or for being decent, or for putting work in, for putting time in, for grinding. We do it for a purpose. We love your game. We don't want to walk away from your games. We want to play your games. We want to continue to grow with the game. But you got to move forwards, not backwards, man. You know, that about sums it up for today's video. As usual, I would love to thank y'all, all of you great people out there that take the time to listen and watch my videos, man. Y'all are the GOATs. Don't let nobody tell you different, or else I'm coming to their house and I'm going to let them know what's good. Hey, if you like what you heard or what you saw in today's video, scroll your ass down and slap that subscribe button. Turn on them notifications. Like and share the video. Let everybody know what you seen today, man. Help the Lit Intelligence community grow. Thank you, and I appreciate it in advance. As usual, I want everybody to stay lit, and I'm out.
Whatever you want.